How many of you moved out at 18? Like, raise them really, really high so people can get it. Now, how many of you moved out at 18 without any type of financial support from any supportive adults in your life? Okay, great. Y'all the troopers. Y'all understand this life. Here's what we see. When young people age out of foster care without the supports that they need, we're seeing 20% of them immediately experiencing homelessness. Half will be employed, and what's even more disturbing, half of those who are employed are actually making less than $10,000 a year. This is the Midwest study out of the University of Chicago. We see that less than 3% are earning a bachelor's degree, and we also see that 71% of the young women will experience at least one pregnancy by the time that they're 26. And this is important because in a state like Nebraska where we're doing work, 46% of all the young people who are in foster care, of all the 0 to 5-year-olds who are in foster care, one of their parents were in foster care. So the pipeline is that we are taking young people into the foster care system, promising them a better future, and yet what's happening, we're starting a cycle of multi-generational young people in foster care. The cost is $7.8 billion, and this was from Jim Case Youth Opportunities Initiative. They did a cost evaluation, and here's what it boils down to. One, as a country, we say, look, we're trying to give you a better future, we're taking you away from your parents, it's unsafe, and then not only are we failing there, but we're also then mismanaging the resources. It costs us quite a bit of money not to get this right. So instead of creating another flip phone, we asked ourselves, what should we be creating, right? A case management system is needed. But we went on this journey and we found three specific pillars. How might we create software that helps in the healing? How might we create software that helps young people develop skills and that positions them to thrive? And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about each of these in a second. And the whole goal was to go ahead and move someone from, how do we go from the place that you have at least some voice and choice, right? Right now, we have young people who have no voice and choice what happens to them when they're 18. But then, what does it mean if we can actually get a little bit better than that and start saying, what if young people started to live, right? But then, how do we really get to the point where we stop surviving and start living and really owning our destiny? And so this is where we started to say, how might software do that? So for us, it was the design of software. One, we created a platform where it's a life coaching platform that merges young people's paid professionals, their social worker, and their unpaid people in their lives, their supporters, to come to one place and help them create a transition plan. It's focused on young people being engaged, a better planning process, having the concrete supports when they need them, but most importantly, it's about having that human connection with someone who cares.